I dobar dan ljudi, samo da vidim jel se snima, da. Dobar dan ljudi, ja sam Nikola i dobrodošli na kanal The Gamer. I danas igramo Beyond the Edge Owlsgard. Kao rad sova, nešto, nemam pojma. Ćemo na klasik. Gledat ćemo sve ka scene i da nećemo niš preskakati. Nego sam da idem. Je li sve je? Gdje mi je miš? Jel sve snima po planu? Snima, dobro.
Our sacred library! It's on fire! All our knowledge lost! Who could have done such a thing?
We tried everything to extinguish those flames. Now we're all doomed.
The ancient scrolls may be destroyed, but still no misfortune will befall us animals. Not tomorrow, and not in 1 year. But the day will come when the survival of all will depend on these irretrievable writings.
Petsto godina kasnije.
Are we there yet? I'm so tired. Pull yourself
Kosta,
together.
ovca, koza, što god si ti. Ovca. Mala janja. Mihael Kovač. Ovo nek naš.
What is it now? My wool feels so heavy today. Oh man, can't you stop whining for 1 second?
Pa nije ni čudo da ti je težak, nosiš nekoga.
I think you've stepped in something there. There are antlers peeping out of your wool. Whoa! A roebuck in my wool?
Greetings! May I introduce myself? I'm Finn, and I must say, you sheep are a wonderful means of
Ova mala
transportation.
janja nije baš
So
nešto
I
dovoljno.
was carrying you through the entire forest all this time? Oh, don't worry. We'll put you where you belong.
Thank you. That's not necessary. I'm almost where I want to be. Have a great day, you two cuties!
No.
Oh, by the way, I'm just on my way to the Valley of Velahill. We deer are preparing for our annual Club Moss Festival. Would you like to come along?
Go fry an egg, roebuck boy.
Oh, too bad. See you around!
Sve mi što se pikselasto ovako. Da vidimo ali sve snima po planu, dobro.
The valley still looks just like it did back then. Time seems to have stood still here while I was away. By the little forest down in the valley lived my parents.
Već vidimo grad. More.
How often I used to skip along this well-trodden path. It has become a little wider. Just this turn, and I'll be at my parents' home. I can hardly wait to see them again after all these years. They'll be making eyes for sure.
Onda nisi bio dugo doma. Lijepo ti kuća.
What happened here? My parents' home. It's completely destroyed.
Okej, ipak ti nije lijepa kuća.
Hello? No trace of my family. Oh no, something bad has happened here. Strange footprints. Something's coming closer. I better hide.
Neki robot izgleda.
It's gone again. What in Hippo's name was that? These tracks must belong to one of those creatures. Surely they lead me to where my family was taken. I must find them.
Chapter 1. A Dark Secret. Mračna tajna, dobro. Je li ova mračna tajna, meni sve ide po planu, ide, dobro. Aha, Nikola, klikni tipku. Da vidimo.
Something must have happened here. The soil is still fresh.
Moglo je što pikapat.
I'll take some soil from the footprints.
Okej. Šta je tu? Neka vrata. Budemo kasnije to istraživali. Idemo sad do onog sela što sam htio.
The footprints disappear from here on.
Idemo tamo, jel ne budu nigdje ili ne?
I haven't wandered through those gates in ages. Why is there a crowd gathering?
Behold, the king's ambassador is nearing.
Dear townsfolk, I, as the ambassador of our king, bring you good news in these dark days. As we all observed in horror, the wolves have returned to our territory. A terrible incident that we have been trying to prevent since the establishment of the wolf district. But this wave of destruction and kidnapping of helpless fellow animals will come to an end. The king has come up with a plan to make the wolf district escape-proof in the future. Tomorrow, he will arrive here and let this plan be put into action.
Niko ne plješće, ti počeo prvi plješće.
Finally, this nightmare has come to an end.
This was the good news I was told.
Gledaj,
I will now rest at the inn and then visit the neighboring towns.
Hooray for the king!
Wow. Svi odu. I sad ide da.
The wolves are responsible for this?
Gospodine, šta vi imate za mene?
Good day. Greetings. What you see in front of you is my small but fine general merchandise stand.
Ajmo
Can
prvo
you tell
ovo.
me what's going on here?
That's not hard to see, is it? The wolves are on the loose. Total state of emergency.
Do you think there was behind my family?
My family has also been a victim of these attacks.
What? For Hippo's sake, how terrible! Can you be helped in any way? Are you injured?
No, I was too late and only saw what was left of our home.
Oh, maybe you need an extra cuddly soft handkerchief to dry your tears with. By the way, 2 packs are now available for the price of 1.
Thank you. I'll pass.
As soon as the king
Mi
arrives here with
pričamo o
his
otici
troops,
mojih
these
roditelja
wolves will
ili
be
di
brought
god
to
su
justice.
otišli jer smo
I'm
kod
sure
ne,
that
a
your
ti meni
family will
nudiš
then
nešto
return
za
safely.
A ja nađem kome da dođem.
Do you think that the wolves are behind all this?
Well, I have to say that I don't really know much about the wolves, but they are pretty bad guys with bad manners and certainly get angry easily. I think I'd like them a little better if they'd buy a few stress balls from me now and then instead of wreaking such a havoc here.
I wonder if the king is really going to get a handle on things here.
Sure, let them go ahead and heighten the walls around the wolves' area. On the other hand, the situation is actually not so bad for myself. The more animals remain in the city, the more interested eyes glance over my my goods.
Subject change.
Čekaj, hoću da vidim što
What do you
ima.
have to offer?
I knew you'd ask. Look and be amazed. Here we have... Wait, what do I actually have here? A half-finished mended sock? An old toothbrush? A green heap with various mushroom crops on it? Ugh, this was the chocolate croissant from the previous year. Oh, here we have something. These unspeakably fashionable knitted scarves, and of course, the one thing that everyone has a burning desire for, torches. I came up with a joke myself.
Ugh. I expected a bit more.
At least I offer quality. When will you find scarves as warm as these?
It's high summer. That torch seems useful.
I knew just by looking at you that you would choose this high-quality torch. Only 2 silver coins.
Great, I've got that much.
It is yours. Something to light the fire is included.
I'll be on my way.
Cheer up, buddy. I promise, things will brighten up soon.
Ajme tu unutra, dodati će mi sad kasnije. Pa oni snijemo nešto. Ja to otvorit.
I guess this is where they keep costumes for all the festivities.
Uzet ćemo ovaj. Ne, ovo luk, bože.
Hello there.
Greetings, my friend.
The music's all right, isn't it?
Yes, it's quite nice, but it's also kind of mainstream. The songs are catchy, but the chord progressions are a bit predictable and quite overused nowadays. They only use power chords in every song. I like it a bit more alternative.
Onda se mogla se da.
To move on to another topic. What do you think of the wolves?
What? Wolves? Where? Help!
Easy! I just wanted to ask.
Please, don't scare me like that.
I can tell you don't seem to trust them very much.
It took me 2 days to gather the courage to go outside again. Like any smart hedgehog, I had holed up in my house and lain in the corner of my room, curled up into a spiky ball. After all, the wolves could be anywhere.
Oh, come on.
Also, this morning I heard something scratch at my window. I immediately knew that this could only be the terrible claws of a wolf.
Oh no! Did you get help?
It was just a branch, but my hedgehog sense tells me that next time it may be a wolf. It wouldn't surprise me if those guys are walking around the houses at this very moment to seek out their next meal among us. As soon as the concert is over, I will immediately hole up in my house again. It's way too dangerous out here.
Dobro.
Enough of this. Will the king make it all right?
You bet. I have complete confidence in him. If he deals with the wolves just as thoughtfully as his father did, everything will soon be back on track. The bards will surely dedicate many songs to our king afterwards. But hopefully not mainstreamy stuff like that over there. There should be more semitone scales.
Wow.
Have you seen a deer family?
I'm sorry, dude, but I haven't. It was those darn wolves again, wasn't it?
I'm not sure.
It seems like more animals are disappearing by the hour. We can only hope things will be resolved when the king intervenes.
I'll be on my way.
Stay vigilant.
Wow. Mogu je s tobom.
So, does the mead taste good?
It at least makes everything a bit more bearable.
You seem quite exuberant.
Let's just say I'm slowly coming to terms with the current situation. For now. And by the way, this isn't my first mead either. Want me to buy you one?
Thanks, but I need a clear head right now. The music is quite nice, isn't it?
I'm really glad that, despite everything, a certain normality is still being retained here. And to be honest, I'm only here to throw my legs back and forth. You know, to shake off all the overwhelming anxiety. But I'm already dreading the moment when the music is over and the worrying starts again.
Can you tell me what's going on right now?
I wish I could. At the moment, I feel reminded of those long-gone times that my great-great-grandfather used to tell me about. Those dangerous times when the wolves still lived and hunted freely among us. It was a real blessing for us that the wolves were eventually driven back into their closed-off territory.
So you don't seem to be too fond of the wolves either.
When I was little, I was downright obsessed with the culture and lifestyle of the wolves. I pestered my great-grandfather with countless questions, and he could answer each of them with a true horror story. One thing he told me is that any form of art is completely unknown to wolves. Not a single pencil or brush could ever be held by one of their massive paws, solely because they are only shaped for grabbing and crushing our necks.
Sounds unpleasant.
The only thing they'd ever call art are the deep red blood puddles that their victims leave on the ground.
That must have spoiled your curiosity, huh?
Pretty much. Actually, I'd like to
Koliko
visit
ti
the wolves
možeš pričati
area one day
neovrsnima,
and
to je
be
bitno.
convinced of the opposite. But surely there's a reason why these old stories exist.
Da,
To move on.
mislim da je
It was
vrijeme
nice.
da
It's best.
odamo mi dalje. To je kostim, što je ovo? Da.
Morning.
I wish you an absolutely tremendous morning, my friend from the forest.
Well, it could be better. What can I buy here?
For just one gold coin, I can pick up any trail for you. Bring me something whose smell I can sniff, and bada boom, bada woof, I'll pick up the scent and find whatever it is you're looking for.
Useful. I'll come back when I have something.
So be it.
Ok, nastavimo.
Strange things are going on here.
All right, you can feel on your whole body just how tense the mood here is right now. Even my fleas are hopping around much more nervously than usual. Ouch! That was Olga. That old cow is the worst of the bunch right now.
What do you think?
What do you think of the king's plans?
Our king is a good man
Czuję
who has
ciekawe.
always impressed me. I'm sure he will somehow straighten out the situation with the wolves. After all, his father, great-grandfather, and great-great-grandfather managed to do this as well.
Let's talk about something else. Smell you later.
I have an open nostril for you at all times. But better stay in town. You never know.
Mogu tebi dat šta?
This is only I'm missing a scent.
Oh, that's right.
Strange. I smell an intense and very strange note. By all the fleas of my great-grandfather. Usually I'm known for my sense of smell, but I can't place the note.
No problem, but could you pick up the scent of it?
Give me the gold piece and then follow me.
Dobro. O, mogu tu. Ti, deda, budi tu. Ja idem prvo tu. Prvo tu. Što ti radiš?
Greetings!
Shush! I am a rock.
A rock? You don't look like that.
No, you don't understand. That's my strategy.
Huh?
I've been trying to get my hands on one of these glowing bugs for 3 days now. But these little animals are so terribly shy. If I stay here long enough and
Tako
don't move,
ih skrivajući se nikad nećeš dobit,
as
da?
soon as one of the bugs crawls on me, I strike.
That's the stupidest tactic I've ever heard of.
Hey, don't be so mean. I guess you're just jealous because of my enormous willpower. But you'll see. My time will come. Maybe even tomorrow. Or the day after tomorrow. Or the day after.
You'll achieve great things one day, my friend. I'm leaving.
All right.
Da, hoće ne da mi te slušat. Možeš pikam.
Just as disgustingly salty as I thought it would be. Just as disgustingly salty as... When I was little, I often sat here and looked out to the ocean. Wait a minute. Pretty! There's a little shell.
Mala školjka, jel možemo otvorit?
I really think it'd be a lot prettier if there was a shiny pearl inside of it. Oh, there's actually one in there. What a coincidence.
O, skoro sam rekao. Ti, bude, pokaži mi šta je tu.
The trail leads right to the entrance of the mole mines.
What is this place?
The moles were mining here a few years ago. However, it was never particularly productive here, if I remember correctly. Now, the mine is closed.
Ako se sjetim.
So I guess I'll have to go in there.
I don't know if this is such a good idea. You would better come back to town and wait for the king to get a grip on the current situation.
And abandon my family?
Actually, I would like to help you so much. But out here, my knees are shaking with fear.
Go back to town. I'll get to the bottom of this on my own.
All right. I wish you all the luck.
Hvala. Vidim da mogu ovaj kopnje pokupiti. E, sad ćemo se vratiti do one kućice prvo. I jel mogu? Oh.
The plant is rooted deeply into the ground of the cave. I only took some of the sticky leaves.
Je mogu ovo?
The leaves stick to the wood quite nicely.
Ovaj jede travu, kako vidim. Oh. Aha, sve ga imam. Vidiš da možeš u jednom danu.
Hey, that doesn't count.
I just like to make things a little easier for myself.
Vidiš da ja mogu. Da se ti potrudio, možda bi mogo i ti. Ko si nam ti?
Hello.
What's that noise? Get off my ship, boy. And please, take your weird twin over there with you.
I'm Finn. You're the ferryman here, right?
That's right. I am Bolek. Bolek the ferryman. A seal of action and adventure at sea.
That's great. How much is a ride?
Oh, slow down, kid. Let me think a sec. Well, I'll have to disappoint you. My ferry service is closed for an indefinite amount of time. The sea is too unpredictable at the moment, even for a more than competent sea dog like me.
Let's talk about something else.
Da, doslovno ne da
Stay
mi se
safe.
priča s tobom, bye.
Stormy times.
Tome. Idem do one špilje. Naprijed idemo nekim redom. No, prvo.
Fancy jewelry and all sorts of shiny things in the Valley of the Magpies nearby. While I have no interest in these things, the magpies are not averse to gossip, as I know. Maybe they have seen something.
Otvorilo nam se novo. Bili smo tu, bili smo... Ajmo tu. Dođi ti tu gore. Jel bi moglo... To je vrana.
Hey, look!
Ooh. Now, what is that?
No, nothing at all. Just a darn lovely pearl.
Ooh. Please, show it to me.
Ma naravno, ali čekaj, ne treba ovo tu zvona.
Moment, please.
Jel ti si mi dao nešto? Aj,
Ooh, now that's one handsome visitor. I don't see you
sad
dear
znam
around
što
here
treba
very
napraviti,
often.
ali...
No time for cheap shots. I need information.
Excuse me? What kind of tone is that?
Who do you think you are, dear boy?
You shut your beak. How disappointing. You're one of those guys. Normally, I would have sent my kamikaze sparrows after you for this tone of voice. But I'm in a good mood today. About which unimportant and boring things do you want to talk?
Time is of the essence. I've got to go.
Sure you don't want to take a peek at our glittering treasures after all?
I'll pass. Thank you.
Oh, typical forest animal. And you, my god, come back here!
Of course, my dear queen.
Pa ja bi se možda i uzeo, ali nemam baš...
Oh boy. These magpies are just the little egocentrics I always thought they were. Hey, look!
Ooh. Now, what is that?
No, nothing at all. Just a darn lovely pearl.
Ooh.
Pukni ga sad, molim te, kad zazvonim s ovime.
Please, show it to me.
One moment, please! Hello again, you handsome forest dweller.
Nisam ti ni otišao, samo sam joj krenula leđa. Oh.
Time is of the essence. I've got to go.
Sure you don't want to
Neću.
Pass.
Oh, typical. And
Of course.
Možda sam malo posudio tvoj...
My beloved speaking trumpet is gone! Well, I guess I'll have to continue my guard duty without it then.
Ma naravno da možeš.
Ah, here's the speaking tube.
Idemo se šta je ovdje? Ovo je špilje. Šta je sad? Potres!
I may not have eaten anything this morning, but that was definitely not my stomach. Phew. Let there be light.
Kako ta mala buba može osjetiti cijeli put, meni to nije jasno.
Ugh, I probably have to go in there. At this spot, my little buddy still gives off enough light. It's always better to have both hooves free.
Vidim neki leder ovdje. Leder isto.
Something tells me this is probably not part of the mole mines anymore.
Safe! I don't even know.
What is that over there? Between all this rock, I can barely make out where it's coming from.
Da, mislim da to nije vuk.
Uh-oh.
Dobro, ti će zek nema posao ovdje.
That is definitely not a wolf!
Meni nije tlako vuk.
Let's get out of here.
Vratači. Aj, sad treba neko. Nek si ti pao.
Whoa! That sounded like it hit quite good. This thing will probably not get back on its feet so quickly. Uh-oh, that came from the tunnel. That smash with the iron gate was probably a bit much for this collapse-prone little place.
Da, samo ti budi idemo mi nazad tamo unutra, tebe smo riješili. O, ma daj.
No! Now this part of the mine has collapsed too! Now of all times! I guess that's it. I'll never get through these piles of rocks. I could have saved my family.
Look! Hold on.
Is there someone?
Izla mi za njima.
A wolf? Do they have something to do with this after all?
Ti se ne ovdje stvari put.
I can still squeeze through this narrow gap.
Da vidimo šta se vratimo sada.
The dreaded forest of the wolves. The part of this forest where the entire wolf population has been brought to. Strange. The door has been unlocked.
Save away.
Then I'll squeeze into this thing against my will.
No.
Ouch! Spikes sting like crazy!
A gle. O Boże. Nie możesz mi ništa.
This moron has torn my whole costume! I've never been this far into this territory before. Following that shadow was quite a stupid idea. There are voices upstairs.
Koliko snimamo? 15 minuta. 15 minuta?
The light was totally weird too. It was never like that before. It was just unbelievable.
Now slow down and start from the beginning, Yorick. What did you see?
I've been in the mole mines.
Yes, I've already got that. Now cut to the chase. I can barely understand your ramblings.
Where there was once a mine shaft, you now find steel walls, countless pipes of unknown metals. None of this was created by the moles. I swear, it has begun.
I know that myself, you moron.
Then I guess we'll have to hurry.
Has
Has anyone else seen it?
Well, there was this one deer, but I managed to shake him off.
I overheard the rest of the animals. They seem to blame us wolves for the sudden wave of destruction.
How stupid of them. But let them think that. Well, as I already told you, we will set out for the edge of the world this very day. As was to be expected, I was able to round up a brave troop of wolfmen to accompany us.
You've done a wonderful job, my leader, as always.
Silence, moron. If all goes well, we'll be on the edge of the world by evening.
I'm sure it will be worth it, Father.
Once we find what we are looking for there, our centuries-long oppression will finally cease. You two, send word to my troops at the far end of the forest that we'll be leaving shortly.
Of course, Father.
We will.
I'm still gathering some important documents in the storeroom.
We better get going.
Looks like I'm stuck in here now. And what in Hippo's name were they talking about? A few books on the topic of cooking and brewing potions. A few books on the topic of cooking and brewing potions. I should grab a book.
Dobro.
That book up there looks interesting.
Eto, onda nešto je.
Oops!
Mislim, znam kao ono, valjda. A, formi mi se automatski. Kada pokaže opcija.
A recipe for a strange mixture.
Ovo je ovo daće ljepljivog vuka. Znate šta je naravno? Mogu mi... Šta je ovdje?
Oh, some kind of underground garden. Looks a little run down.
Mogu li ovu lopatu pokupiti? Mislio sam lopatu pokupiti. Spain. Aha, okej. Sad bi trebalo biti ovo. Ne. Ovo. 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 Mogu li ovo? Ovo je iz knjige. Ovo...
Wow, the fruit seems to be having an effect already.
Ajmo se gore.
What a strange document.
Over here!
Huh?
Quick, open the cage!
Oh,
Before you ask, I'm Gwen. You probably heard of the Owl tribe in the mountains, right? I'm from there.
You really chose the most beautiful place for a trip.
Do I look like I'm here by choice, Smarty Pants? Did you see the wolf with the green cloak? She was the one who brought me here. And I'm pretty sure those darn wolves had something planned for me here.
Certainly wasn't going to be a fun karaoke night with a vegetarian buffet.
Well, duh. What a genius. With which inhabitant of the forest do I have the honor?
Finn.
Then listen, Finn. We've got to get out of here, and as fast as we can. I swear, the wolves are up to something. And it has something to do with those strange machine creatures.
You've seen them too?
I'll tell you more once we've stopped standing around here like idiots.
Dobro, rekao sam vam ići, idem onda.
Gwen, help me for a sec. I know you may not be the strongest, but...
Ti si jaka
Oh, I'm
ptica.
sorry. Did you say something?
No. I'm speechless.
Never underestimate an owl, especially not those with a 7-day-a-week training schedule.
Dobro. Hvala na bitnoj informaciji. Treptor. Ušli s dva pulvana. Mogu li ja pokupiti ove ključe?
What are you stinking slackers still doing up here?
Dobar dan. I doviđenja.
Done! I'm stuck!
This is our chance. Let's get out of here.
I was already convinced that the inside of a wolf's maw might be the last thing I see. Thanks so much, buddy. But, please, no awkward hugs now.
How about you tell me what's going on?
Well, actually, I'm not too sure.
Gwen, listen. Machines invade the land, places change, animals disappear, my family has been taken somewhere, and my Club Moss sandwich fell onto its coated side today. So I would really appreciate any little bit of information.
Come with me. We're going to the mountains, to the place where I come from. There's something you should see.
I'll be on that mountain faster than you can say lycopods.
Dobro. Ja, sad rekao idite tu kudu loko ti još. Naj, to su one planine koje su tu kojih nismo doći.
Wow. What is this place?
I'll explain everything. Well, we owls have had a certain hunch since the machines appeared, and since I seem to be the only owl who is still left since the appearance of the machine creatures, I guess I'll have to tell you myself. Many centuries ago, we owls were in possession of an ancient knowledge. A knowledge of things older than we can imagine. Things and events that date back to the beginnings of our world.
And this place has something to do with it?
That's right. What you see here are the remains of the ancient library of the owls. Since the beginning of time, documents were stored here in which all our knowledge was written down.
Oh, come on, get to the point. What kind of knowledge are we talking about?
Well, there's the rub. We simply don't know that anymore. 500 years ago, there was a great fire. Everything was destroyed.
Is there nothing left?
Nothing that we owls would know of, but there have always been certain rumors.
You won't believe all the stuff I found in there. The other wolves will be jealous for sure.
Yeah, how nice. Good for you. All I found was a pile of these stinking old documents.
That's so typical. Let's go to our camp before the owls notice us. The others are already there with their loot.
Znači, Vuk koji su zapravo uzeli neke papire i što već.
I guess there is still some room left in here for this junk. Hey, how about I just throw it away somewhere outside?
Nah, just leave it in a dark corner somewhere. Maybe it can be of use someday.
Well, okay.
Some say that it was an arson committed by
The wolves!
Bingo! And since our last encounter with those
Propočeli bingo.
ruffians, I'm more than sure of that.
So you're telling me this document originated here?
So it did. 1,000-year-old document from the Library of the Owls. And I am sure that the wolves are in possession of even more documents.
Yeah, but what does this have to do with our situation?
As I witnessed during my captivity, the wolves developed an interest for these old documents again. Roughly around the same time those machine creatures appeared. They must have found some important information somewhere in those ancient lines. A hint of sorts, leading to something that might bring them immense power. Something that must also be related to the sudden appearance of the machine beings.
Oh boy, now it's getting weird. Could you make out anything on that document?
I had an A+ in Owlish, so here we go. It is the description of a place, far away. I can even translate the name. The Isle of Owlsgard.
I'll be a moose if the wolves won't go there. But I've never heard of this place.
The lands had very different names back in those days. Listen, I have an idea. We've got to get into that old library. Beneath it, there is a room with an ancient map of our world, complete with all the now outdated names. Once we found Owlsgard there, we should leave Bella Hill immediately and follow the wolves. Maybe this is our only chance to put an end to this whole mess.
The name of this place indicates that we have to travel across the sea. I wrote down a few things in my notepad.
Chapter 2. The Journey. I mislim da ćemo tu sejvat. Ovo je doslovno bile igre pogodi, osvoji. Tako. Tu ćemo stati, lajkujte, komentirajte, šerite video, pretplatite se i vidimo se u sljedećoj epizodi. Pozdrav!